On to our other big focus tonight, from Chandigarh to Fatehabad, how those in power have trampled upon the laws with impunity and gotten away with it. From Vikas Barala, the Haryana BJP chief's son, who stalked and even attempted to kidnap Varnika Kundu, walking away hours after the more serious charges against him were dropped, to the other story that we've been reporting, Darshan Nagpal, a BJP councillor in Fatehabad, who held up an ambulance after it hit his car. That delay, that hold-up, apparently leading to the death of the patient in that ambulance. Darshan Nagpal, of course, denying those allegations, but the patient's relatives have filed a complaint. We asked tonight, isn't it time to end VVIP Netagiri? Isn't it time to hold our leaders to account? Joining us tonight, Jawahar Yadav, spokesperson of the Haryana BJP. He's also advisor to the Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar. He's joining us on the program. We also have from the Congress tonight, Sharmishta Mukherjee. I'll also be going across to Maxwell Pereira, former Joint Commissioner of the Delhi Police. But Jawahar Yadav, let me begin with you. आपसे ये पूछना है, एक तरफ तो हरियाणा बीजेपी चीफ का बेटा है और दूसरी तरफ एक बीजेपी काउंसलर खुद, इन दोनों केस में क्या कार्रवाई की जा रही है? कोई इंटरनल इंक्वायरी हुई है? व्हाट इज द बीजेपी डूइंग?
देखिए, जो बीजेपी के बेटे का इशू आप कह रहे हैं, चंडीगढ़ पुलिस उस पर अपना काम कर रही है। अभी खुद मैं पीड़िता के पिता का बयान एक दूसरे चैनल पे सुन रहा हूं। उन्हें भी स्पष्ट रूप से कहा है कि हमारी जो लड़ाई है वो जिन्होंने हमारी बेटी के साथ छेड़छाड़ की उसके साथ, और वही मैं कहता हूं कि हम वर्णिका कुंडू के साथ हैं। जिन्होंने भी कानून अपने हाथ में लिया उन पर कानून अपना काम करें।
पर जवाहर जी ये बात आप बताएं हमें, 3 घंटे में एक नॉन बेलेबल वारंट से एक बेलेबल वारंट में ट्रांसफर किया गया। आप क्या कह रहे हैं, यहाँ पे कोई दबाव नहीं थी, कोई पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर नहीं था पुलिस पे? ये हम कैसे विश्वास करेंगे?
देखिए, ये मैं नहीं कह रहा, ये जो वर्णिका कुंडू है जिनके साथ ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना घटी, उनका बयान भी है। उन्होंने ये कहा कि अभी तक पुलिस ने अच्छा काम किया है। उनसे पूछा गया आप पे ऊपर कोई राजनीतिक दबाव पड़ा, उन्होंने राजनीतिक दबाव के लिए मना किया है। जब राजनीतिक दबाव के लिए वो परिवार मना कर रहा है, वो जिनके साथ ये घटना घटी वो मना कर रही है,
हमें तो वो हमारे चैनल पे भी बात कर चुकी हैं और वो यही कह रहे हैं कि अभी तक पुलिस ने जो किया है सही किया है, लेकिन you know, there are still doubts in all of this. Sharmishta Mukherjee, come in on this. You know, I think the fact that is inescapable over here is that charges were certainly, or you know, before charges even the FIR was diluted. From what we understand, the law is that whatever a particular person comes forward and tells the police that this is what has happened to us, the police is honor bound to write it all down. And yet we're told that, you know, there is no mention of abduction at all in the FIR. What does this seem to suggest?
Well, it's plain and simply a case that where the police has been under pressure. Now you have to understand that Chandigarh is a union territory and it completely directly comes under the central government. It's the Home Ministry and which is the BJP ruled. Central government we have, it is a BJP ruled state government we have in Haryana, and it is a BJP state chief's son who is involved. So this is completely an open case of political pressure, and the way the police has made a few and U-turn within a few hours, you know, this is a very, very serious crime and there should be a non-bailable offence. You know, it should be assault on woman, you know, and attempt abduction, but just simple stalking charges has been put.
Okay, you know, I want to take this across.
So this is plain and simple.
Okay, I want to take this across to Maxwell Pereira to actually understand, you know, what is procedure over here, Maxwell Pereira. You know, if a person is coming forward and saying, this is my experience, they banged against my car door, my car window, they tried to actually force me out of the car, they tried to abduct me, is the police not honor bound to reflect all of that, at least in the first information report?
One thing is not clear here, whether the girl Varnika had given a written statement or just a verbal statement. If it's a verbal statement too, if it's an oral statement too, it's the bounden duty of the police to record it correctly as she stated it. They may claim later saying that she didn't state it to them, so this is a later addition. Now that is a different matter, but if it was a written statement that she had given, then it is absolutely clear that they needed to reproduce the whole written statement in the FIR. That is normally the practice.
I think also, Maxwell Pereira, what is important to reflect on over here is the fact that when the police responded to her distress call, the Haryana police, they acted with a great deal of promptness. It was only afterwards, when the identity of the perpetrators was known, that things started to drag. Now, what do you say was happening over here? And, you know, there is this public perception that the police bends over backwards the moment politicians are involved. And that's exactly what seems to have happened here with the Haryana police as well.
There is room for suspicion, but I still would like to have some faith on the Chandigarh police, because I know the in charge, the senior most police officer in charge of the police establishment there, who is a man of integrity, and I'm sure he will not succumb to pressures, number one. Number two, if that is the case, if a man of integrity is made to subvert this kind of a manipulation, then it speaks volumes of the powers that be about the kind of pressures that are going on. The allegations are there to
fair
hear
enough. And I want to bring I want to bring the Haryana BJP spokesperson back in on this, because really the focus is now on how the Haryana BJP handles this. Jawahar Yadav ji, ये बात बताइए, Manohar Lal Khattar ji already कह चुके हैं कि Subhash Barala, who is the head, who is the Haryana BJP chief, he is not going to resign, वो इस्तीफा नहीं देंगे. ये बात अभी बोलने का ऐसे तरह कोई ज़रूरत थी? Why are we not to assume that, you know, if this man is in power, there can be a fair or impartial probe?
मैं उत्तर देता हूँ. एक तो आप इसमें आपने 2 बार हरियाणा पुलिस का जिक्र किया. ये हरियाणा पुलिस का मामला नहीं है, ये चंडीगढ़ पुलिस का मामला है, नंबर 1. दूसरा, आपने कहा कि सीएम को ये क्यों कहना पड़ा. अगर किसी रिपोर्टर ने ये क्वेश्चन किया तो उसका उत्तर देना चाहिए, मुझे लगता है उसमें भी कोई आपत्ति नहीं. अब इस पूरे मामले में क्या है कि जिस वर्णिका कुंडू के साथ ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना घटी, वो संतुष्ट है पुलिस की पूरी कार्रवाई से. अब से आधा घंटा पहले, लगभग 1 घंटा पहले
उनके पिता ने कहा है कि सीसीटीवी फुटेज अगर गायब है तो ये चिंता की बात है. इसके बारे में आपका क्या कहना है? ये सीसीटीवी फुटेज कहाँ है?
इसका उत्तर ले लीजिए. अगर वास्तव में सीसीटीवी फुटेज गायब है, एक तो यह कि अगर वो कैमरे पहले से खराब थे, एक ये विषय है. अगर इस घटना के बाद गायब हुई है तो दूसरा विषय है. दूसरा, आज की डेट में यहाँ पूर्व ज्वाइंट कमिश्नर बैठे हैं. टेक्नोलॉजी इतनी फास्ट है कि सारी की सारी चीजें कंट्रोल रूम में जाती है और हार्ड डिस्क से आप हर चीज को रिकवर कर सकते हैं. उसके अलावा जो अभी एसएसपी को मैं सुन रहा था टीवी चैनल पे, उन्होंने ये कहा इसके अलावा जितने भी प्राइवेट कैमरे लगे हैं हम उन सबको भी ले रहे हैं और पूरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहे हैं. तो कहीं भी आज की डेट में दस्तावेजों के साथ कोई खिलवाड़ नहीं कर सकता. हार्ड डिस्क से सारी चीजें दोबारा से रिकवर की जा सकती है. टेक्नोलॉजी ऐसी है, किसी के डिलीट करने से कुछ नहीं होता. वो कैमरे अगर पहले से खराब थे तो उसको इस घटना से नहीं जोड़ना चाहिए. अगर बाद में किसी ने ये प्रयास किया तो उसका भी कोई उपयोग नहीं है. ये चंडीगढ़ पुलिस को
if we take your points, then you know we can't rely on the police cameras, but there could be CCTV footage that is now available from private establishments along that stretch of road where the incident took place, and the police is going to go through them. Whether the police has actually approached these private establishments or not is still open to question. But Sharmishta Mukherjee, I want to bring in a larger point over here, and it's something that you have been tweeting upon also. Aren't we seeing a case where first, Varnika was stalked, almost kidnapped. Now she's being victimized twice over. We've heard several people, including those within the BJP, raise questions about her character, even tweet images which purportedly were fake and have been called out as such online, which say that she was with Vikas Barala and showed pictures that were not of Vikas Barala but seemed to suggest some prior friendship or connection with them. Isn't she being victimized in a way, her character called into question, in a way that is utterly reprehensible?
It is absolutely deplorable, and it shows the kind of low, the kind of the people can stoop to anything, to protect their skin. People can stoop to anything. And for example, hypothetically, even if she was known to the perpetrator, does that give him a right to mistreat her? Does that give him a right to violate her? And there was this statement by senior BJP leader Mr. Bhatti,
yes,
that what was she doing at 12 o'clock at night? So is that a woman is being out at 12 o'clock at night, does that mean that she is asking for being violated? What kind of absolutely misogynist statement is this?
That has possibly been
Khattar,
answered the best by Varnika herself, who says it is nobody's business but her own and her family's what she does at midnight or thereafter. But the point really is, what is it about the night that brings on the worst in men? And that's a question she's raised as well. But Jawahar ji, I want to talk about the other case also. You have a BJP councillor, Darshan Nagpal, who is being charged of holding up an ambulance. An ambulance, he delayed it for 30 minutes because it apparently scraped his car. He wouldn't let an ambulance pass with a critically ill patient. The family alleges the patient died. I also want to ask you whether the BJP is considering taking any action against this councillor.
अंकिता जी, इस घटना की जानकारी मुझे आपके माध्यम से मिल रही है। अगर किसी काउंसलर ने गलत किया होगा तो निश्चित रूप से उस पर एक्शन होगा, परंतु जिस घटना की मुझे जानकारी है मैं दोबारा से उस पर लौटूंगा। अभी ये कहा जा रहा था कि सुमिष्ठा जी के द्वारा कि वो सेंटर की सरकार है और उसने दबाव डाला होगा। पुलिस ने भी किसी भी दबाव का खंडन किया है और खुद जो परिवार है वो भी अभी तक पुलिस की कार्रवाई से संतुष्ट है। उन्होंने कहीं ये नहीं कहा कि 164 के बयान के आधार पर धारा लगनी चाहिए थी, नेग्लिजेंस, उस पर कोई क्वेश्चन मार्क खड़ा नहीं किया। और दूसरा ये कहते हैं कि ऐसे दबाव डाला जाता है तो इनका अनुभव होगा। हमारे पास कोई ऐसा अनुभव नहीं है कि हमारे पास कोई ऐसा अनुभव नहीं है। कांग्रेस का ये अनुभव हो सकता है, हमारे पास कोई ऐसा अनुभव नहीं है कि हम दबाव डालकर किसी केस को बदलवाते हैं। आपने अपने अनुभव बता दिए होंगे, वो आपका अनुभव होगा, मेरी उस अनुभव से सहमति नहीं है
कि पुलिस ने इस तरह की यू टर्न क्यों करी। और आप बार-बार टॉकिंग अबाउट वनिका सेइंग दैट शी इज सैटिस्फाइड। लेट मी से that as if she is not a lawyer, an ordinary woman would not know that what section is being the perpetrator is being charged with, and what section is abduction, and what section is stalking, and what section a general person do not know about such things.
इनका उत्तर ले लीजिए। अब आपने कहा वर्णिका के साथ, उसके परिवार के साथ हमें सहानुभूति है। हमारे हरियाणा के सबसे वरिष्ठतम अधिकारियों में से जो एक है, उनकी वो बेटी है। उन्होंने जो अपना 164 के तहत बयान दिया, जो मेरे सामने नहीं दिया, आपके सामने नहीं दिया, मजिस्ट्रेट के सामने नहीं दिया। अगर कोई पुलिस अधिकारी ये कहता है कि जो 164 के बयान के तहत जो धारा लगनी चाहिए थी, ऐसी एक नई धारा लगा दी, और जो नहीं लगनी चाहिए थी वो हटा दी, तो क्या
मजिस्ट्रेट hide behind earlier in their press conference? Are we now going to talk about technicalities of forensic evidence of CCTV footage that may or may not be there, technicalities of which section or what? And as Sharmishta Mukherjee points out, it is very hard for a person who has gone to make a complaint to know which section. The larger point is whether there is political pressure on the police or not.
नहीं, हमने मजिस्ट्रेट के बयान को सामने का सम्मान करना चाहिए या नहीं करना चाहिए?
In 3 hours, a non-bailable offence became a bailable offence, and we still don't have an answer from you or from the police as to why that happened.
अगर उन्होंने मजिस्ट्रेट के सामने कोई बयान दिया, अगर उन्होंने मजिस्ट्रेट के सामने कोई बयान दिया, तो उस बयान का सम्मान होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए? जो एक रिकॉर्डेड बयान है, जो मेरे सामने नहीं दिया, मजिस्ट्रेट के सामने जाकर दिया,
ओके,
अब उसका हमें सम्मान करना चाहिए या नहीं? उसके आधार पर धारा और लग गई एक्स्ट्रा।
इस तरह से यू टर्न क्यों करे?
हाँ, all right. This is a question we're going to continue to raise. Unfortunately, I'm completely out of time on this show, but this is something that we will track very closely.
उनका जो बयान
Jawahar ji,
उनका बयान
I'm
जो
out of
मजिस्ट्रेट
time.
के सामने दिया
Jawahar
गया है।
Yadav, Sharmishta Mukherjee,
अगर
Maxwell
उनका-
Pereira, I'm going to wrap this up now, but this is a story on which we will continue to focus and continue to raise all these questions as a nation is outraged tonight and stands in solidarity with Varnika Kundu. We'll take a very quick break. There's lots more.